All right, Coach. Well, if you can, just let's start with SMU, the offensive performance. How did you feel the team played in Dallas?
It was a struggle, big time struggle, and it was a little bit of everything. Everything always starts up front and with the quarterback. Those two positions. If they're clicking, then you're going to be okay. And we had issues. They were pretty good up front. It gave us some problems. They were physical, athletic, and it's hard to do things when you can't run the ball and protect. And we struggled a little bit with that. And could have made some better throws, here or there, and it just ended up snowballing on us, and we didn't make any plays. So it's. That was a good SMU football team, and we just got to reload this week and get things going, and we know that we're going to have a better week up front and at the quarterback position.
I know the run game has been a big point of emphasis for years, and it's struggled 3 games into the season. How do you go about correcting that moving forward?
Well, you got an SEC team that we played, and I'm not going to make excuses about it because we should be able to run the ball regardless. But we played 3 good teams that, at Texas A&M and Wyoming, they want to stop the run. That's what they're going to do. They're going to stop the run, and as an offense, you've got to try somewhat to take what they're giving you, and that's what we did against Wyoming and SMU. We thought we could run the ball better against them. We got in the game, and we weren't matching up front like we thought we could, and it was tough.
Mm-hmm. You faced one of the toughest non-conference schedules so far in the Sun Belt Conference, 38 toughest nationally through your first 3 games. Having played defenses from A&M, Wyoming, and SMU, how well prepared do you feel now for Sun Belt Conference play?
I've always felt it helps you with going into the conference, and in my past, when we played a tough non-conference schedule, our record was way better in the conference. We played way better. We were ready to go against anything once we got in the league. So, you definitely don't feel good about not winning any games, but I think it's going to help us going into league play, and it starts right now. This is when the season starts.
Yeah, Gresh had his struggles against SMU this past Saturday, and Vic came in late in the game and engineered a touchdown drive.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that the 2 of them are kind of in an open competition again this week. What have you seen for the 2 of them so far?
Yeah, they got to keep competing, and we've got to have the consistency to where they look like they can look all the time. And you can't have 4 really nice plays and then that 5th one, we're shaking our head. So we're just working for consistency. They're both working hard. They're both great kids, and we've just got to find one that gives us a chance to push the ball down the field, but take care of the ball and make good decisions as well.
Georgia State's defense is one that has some talent, but they have given up 99 points the last 2 weeks, 57 last week. You're giving up a lot of big plays against Western Michigan. You feel as if there's some things that you can do well in this particular game?
Well, you'd like to do a little bit of everything, and you never know what a defense is going to try to take away, so we've got to be ready for everything. Western Michigan ran for a lot of yards on them, and as an offense, you'd like to be able to have success running the ball. When you do, everything else opens up, and so I'd really like to have a nice balance on Saturday. I don't want to be a team that drops back and throws it every single down. We can't do that. So you definitely have to have a balance. It's not one of those things that you go and say, hey, we're going to run the ball and we're going to hand it off every single time. You run your offense, but when you do hand it off, you'd like to have some success.
The Panthers run at 3-4 defensively. It is a defense that you see out here all the time with Texas State's defense. Is there an advantage in getting ready for this particular game, having seen that 3-4 so much?
Yeah, it's nice to practice against our guys and go live, good on good, when you're going to face the same type of scheme. And what we found against our defense, once we started having a little bit of success running the ball, everything else fell into place, and we found that out late in the spring and middle of fall camp, and so our guys up front got to be ready to go. Our running back got to be ready to go, and the quarterback's got to make good decisions depending on what the defense does.